That is a statement by the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights on the Ngarbu incident. Coming up, Senazi now takes a look at some of the decisions, measures, and actions of the government of the Republic of Cameroon with regards to the Anglophone crisis, with regards to facts and figures reported by human rights organizations, reported by non-governmental and civil society organizations, and even political leaders and the media, including Equinox Radio and television. The report notably highlights the some sort of a forward and backward movement of government, always publishing information and coming back to reverse what was said, and of course coming back to the truth. Senazi.
Day after the massacre and burning of houses in Garbo village in the Dogamantung division of the Northwest, one of the Anglophone regions in crisis, Equinox Television, regarded as satellite, reported the facts to the entire world, the violence and brutality of the massacre, whereby at least 22 English-speaking civilians were shot dead, with others burnt in their houses. Cruel acts of some military men alongside some local vigilante committee members. The People's Channel, Equinox Television, deployed its team to Ngarabo that compiled testimonies of relatives of victims, civil society organizations, and religious of the Catholic Church, who all affirmed factually that women and children were deliberately massacred by some military men. A finding matching with the Human Rights Watch report.
I definitely forbid. I sleep small time.
I was sleeping that fateful day. I heard people screaming. Soldiers are around. I told the fleeing people to enter my house and not to be afraid.
They come. Slow for my place. I said, no fear. I will see the soldier.
The military came, took us, and were interrogating. They were divided in two fractions, going about setting houses ablaze and killing innocent people.
I know Sabise, they will divide two parts. Some part they go for that side. The burn houses, kill people. Then cry, at the cry, look my eye, no fit time. Send I no get same.
Military being get nation from God. The one get nation from God, some people join military.
During the military operation, some persons went burning houses.
They don't go from God, they finish people. We're military, no.
I have very clearly figures. I have a list of 22 people whose names are on the list and who have actually died. And about 7 or 8 of them are children. 2 are pregnant women. That's a fact. And it's irrefutable because we have their names and so on.
From these testimonies, Equinox Television came up with a full factual report. After broadcast, the government of Cameroon, with its usual comportment, qualified the report big lie against the professional military. The government, through its spokesperson, cleared its image on state media news.
Communication Minister Rene Emmanuel Sadi has described as fake the alleged killings of 22 villagers, including women and children, by defense and security forces in Garbu, Ndonga-Mantum division of the Northwest region.
The images of what the Minister of Communication terms unbearable cruelty on social media, showing child bodies and killings in Garbu village, killings which are attributed to the Cameroonian Defense Forces, has been described as fake.
The government therefore strongly denies the fanciful and ungrounded accusations leveled by political activists, by sponsors of secessionist armed bands, by some non-governmental organizations and some national and international media against our defense and security forces.
The Minister of Communication, raising shoulders, contradicted himself by first declaring the military had not committed barbaric acts of any sort in the Northwest and Southwest regions. but later announced 5 persons were killed in the collateral damage and never above 20, as some persons exaggerated to paint government's forces black.
The government confirms 5 people, including a woman and 4 children, died in the blaze.
After Rene Emmanuel Sadi came a political scientist, Eric Mathias Owonangini, criticizing Ilaria Alegrosis of Human Rights Watch and Equinox Television, with conclusion, both connive to destabilize Cameroon.
Justement, nous devons être conscients des manœuvres.
We need to watch against manipulation and conspiracy. One disturbing thing is that freedom of expression has brought about excesses to an extent that we have evil forces in the media, whereas journalists have become armed militias of the microphone and the cameras.
Des journalistes deviennent des miliciens armés de micros et de caméras.
Equinox Television made thanks to the rantings of some pro-government newspapers and a TV channel in Yaoundé, which treated the People's Channel, Equinox Television, like a piece of shit, baptizing it Amazonian Television, insurrectionist media, and so on, just because it chose to reveal the truth, all the truth, nothing else but the truth, to the public regarding the Ngaribu killings and burning, plus many other spelt gross abuses and unprofessional assignments, which tarnish the image and reputation of the Cameroonian army.
Pourquoi le Conseil national de la communication ne frappe-t-il pas du poing sur la table face à ces médias?
As if this was not enough, the Minister of Territorial Administration, Paul Atanganji, comes to give his own punch by stigmatizing Equinox Television, attributing its style to Radio Mille Collines, known to have been as the origin of the 1994 genocide in Rwanda.
Equinox TV, STV, Balafon Radio, Le Jour newspaper, among others, are particularly and singularly warned. We do not want a Radio Mille Collines in Cameroon.
Le Cameroun n'a pas besoin d'une radio Mille Collines.
In a commanding tone, Paul Atanganji threatens to deal squarely with any media organization that will still report the truth to Cameroonians about the Ngaribu incident, where government is trapped in the web.
Les médias n'ont pas pour vocation de jeter de l'huile.
The duty of the media is not to spill oil into burning flames.
Ceux-là sont tous condamnables. À bon entendeur, salut.
In a shepherd to the shepherdess response posture, the chief executive officer of Equinox conglomerate, Severin Chunke, unleashed one after the other all the house statements of Minister Paul Atanganji.
À ce jour, Equinox Télévision, depuis la survenue des drames de Ngaribu,
Equinox Television is the only channel in Cameroon to have descended to Ngaribu since the incident took place. Viewers may not be aware, but we decided, out of a sense of responsibility, not to broadcast a large portion of the elements brought in from Ngaribu. I know that in Cameroon, we have people who think they master the work of other people better than what they themselves are supposed to be doing. But please, we are doing our work correctly, with due respect to the ethics and deontology of the profession. I think it is for this reason that my father picked me to head the National Press Card Commission. This is an organ that decides who is a journalist in Cameroon and who is not. It's a shame to tag us as enemies of the Republic. We must learn to recognize good works in this country.
Il faut quand même que dans ce pays, on sache reconnaître ce qui est bien fait. C'est pour cela que vous comprenez mon indignation.
The two members of government, Rene Emmanuel Sadi and Paul Atanganji, including certain political scientists and media accomplices of the lies, see their one-man show ending after President Paul Biya's Commission of Inquiry handed its report on the Ngaribu massacre, later published to the entire world, revealing some members of the Cameroonian military killed several persons and burnt houses on the 14th of February 2020 with 8 of armed vigilante group members. Today, more than yesterday, government's communications are undermined and mistrusted by many who see Minister Paul Atanganji as a renegade, inflaming the Anglophone crisis. One behind presentation of fake Transparency International observers during the October 7, 2018 presidential election. One who affirmed massive participation of the English-speaking populations of the crisis-hit Northwest and Southwest regions in the February 9, 2022 elections. The man who announced a seizure of a stock of arms in a humanitarian ambulance never presented to the public. But at every instance, the truth has always triumphed over small lies of the government, noted by Le Messager newspaper.
We have a government that denies the truth all the time, a government that turns around to accept what they denied yesterday. It is not the first time that this is happening. I can assure you that families feel really bad to see government deny the death of their loved ones, whereas they were actually killed. They talk to us every day and are very bitter.
To speak in a trivial way, Paul Atanganji has made it great. His namesake Paul Biya has just disowned him, a translated headline on the front page of the Nouvelle Expression newspaper. Will he now have the humility to apologize to Equinox Television, Le Jour newspaper, Balafon Radio, STV for defamation on professional journalistic work with respect of journalism ethics and deontology? In such a context, will communication from President Paul Biya's government still be credible, worthy of deserving the confidence of the Cameroonian people? This is the question that is now hanging on many lips.
Coming up next.